What up, nation? Welcome to another edition of the WiseTake NBA DFS First Look Core 4 CK013. Here, you can find me on Twitter at CK_013, and I am from the WiseTake Nation, which you can find at WiseTake.com. You can follow on Twitter at Wise_Take, Instagram at WiseTake, no underscore, Facebook, WiseTake, no underscore. We are a premium DFS content provider as well as a DFS community designed to help make you a better DFS player. With that said, those of you who are new to the channel, new to the video, please hit that subscribe thing. Do the subscribe thing. Hit the notifications bell so you're notified whenever we do go live. We've been doing Monday through Friday. We've been doing our live streams about an hour and 15 prior to lock on the YouTube channel and literally taking you into lock. So make sure you subscribe so you're notified. You do not miss when we do go live. We do all sorts of DFS content here: NFL, NBA, MLB, all different types of sports, regardless of the year. We just grind DFS year round. So subscribe, don't miss out on nothing. With that said, the purpose of this video is to kind of it is recorded the night before. It's currently 10:53 p.m. Eastern on Sunday night, and we just want to go and kind of get the brain working a little bit. So we're gonna look, and these are just 4 players that kind of stood out to me on my first look. I do write a core plays article over at WiseTake.com. I put that article out after I've done my research. I also update it as we get into lock. We have projections over at WiseTake.com that reflect my thoughts, and also these are projections that I use, that I create. They're available over at WiseTake.com for WiseTake Nation subscribers. With that said, let's go ahead and get into this slate. First up, the cover boy, of course, Bradley Beal. The last thing the Wizards needed was another player to get hurt. And unfortunately for them, it looks like Bertans is going to now miss. Bradley Beal's usage is just massive right now, and it's just going to continue to stay massive, coming off, I think, a 60 and a 57 DraftKings point performance back-to-back. The price, $9,300 on DraftKings, $9,400 on FanDuel, is high, but this guy is literally the entire offense. And one concern normally for a team like this is obviously blowout, but they're playing the Knicks, a team that's just not very good. So I think we could see Beal do really well. One of the more obvious. And with the theme, not only did they lose Davis Bertans, but the Wizards also lost Isaiah Thomas on suspension because he went into the stands, which brings us to the next player, which is, of course, Ish Smith. Ish Smith, 4,500 on both FanDuel and DraftKings, another player that should just get a ton of minutes. IT2 was out for a portion. Ish played well during that portion. IT2 came back. Now he's suspended for 2 games, so expect Ish to be on the court a lot. The Knicks have been playing Elf more over Nitty. I think that's a sacrifice for offense over defense. Elf, a much more better offensive player, Nitty, a better defensive player. But in this particular situation, it could help Ish if they continue to start Elfrid Payton. But either way, should be a close game, being that it is the Knicks in the Garden. I like Ish. And there's more players, to be honest with you, that we're going to be analyzing as the day progresses, as we get some of the news and maybe some lineups. There'll be a lot of Wizards we have to analyze because they are thin. And we like to play the thin teams, right? Thin teams, cheat codes of in DFS. Next up, just to get a little different, we got Shabazz Napier. This kind of set out to me. On FanDuel, got him about right, 4,700. He's been starting the last 2 games. I know Cat has been out, so we may need to wait on some news for this one. But I didn't want to just, crush you all with Wizard players. So the DraftKings price is really what stood out here. 3,400 for a player that's now started 2 games in a row. Again, Cat did miss those games. We're going to want to check and see. But it was just Cat who's a center, so I'm curious to see if Napier is just winning the starting job. With that said, if he is, he's just underpriced. FanDuel is still fine at 4,700 if he is the starter going forward. And on DraftKings, even if he's not starting, 34 is probably too cheap for Shabazz. Last player, we got another value player. We got Damion Lee. He's been starting. He's been kind of cutting into Paschal's time. Paschal's questionable anyway, but he's really been cutting into Paschal's time on the court, and seems to be one of the go-to options. So Damion Lee at 4,300 and a very good matchup against Minnesota. This should be a good game in general. I think it's hard to pass up on. Like I said, 25 to 30 minutes a game. Maybe he gets more. If Paschal's out, may solidify him getting more. And we're going to want the value. There's a lot of really good plays on the slate. We just went over the 4 that I was just glancing over and it stood out to me. But there's a lot more to go into, a lot more Wizards players we have to look into. There's James Harden, whose price came down on DraftKings. We got Trae Young at 11-2. There's a lot. This is going to be a fun slate. I'll be doing my projections in the morning, as always, updating them for the WiseTake Nation. I'll be doing the dirty as always, so make sure, like I said, subscribe to the channel, hit the notifications bell, smash that like button, guys. Likes go a long way, really help us out, allow us to continue to do the free content. And we are people of the nation, the WiseTake Nation, and we want to please the people of the WiseTake Nation, so we want to keep doing this stuff. Like the video, share it if you can, at the very least, just like it, and subscribe. We'll see you guys for the Wise stream at 5:45 p.m. Eastern, right here on the YouTube channel. For myself, the entire WiseTake Nation, as always, good luck.
Yes.